There are a lot of rules when it comes to displaying a Japanese sword. This often becomes a point of contention between sword enthusiasts, and lately I've seen a number of videos on YouTube and Instagram and all sorts of social media talking about how to display a Japanese sword. So I thought I'd chime in on this, especially for those of you who own a Chinese sword or are Chinese martial artists and you want to display your sword at home. Let's start with blade edge direction. When you're displaying a Chinese sword either by hanging it up or on a display rack, you will actually have the blade edge down. This is due to the suspension fittings for hanging your sword off of your waist. This style of two-point suspension goes all the way back to the Sui and Tang dynasties and was influenced by the Sassanids and their scabbard fittings. Now, naturally, if you're going to use a cord or a chain to hang the sword, it will hang like this with the blade edge down. So again, when we're displaying it on the rack, we're going to maintain the same method as if it's hanging on the wall or hanging off of the waist. This is actually similar to how the Japanese Tachi sword was displayed and carried as compared to the modern day uchigatana. When it comes to the Jian, you have absolutely no escape. Either one edge is going to be down or the other. However, you will find that there's another way of displaying the Jian, and that is vertically. So you can do that just as well as having it displayed horizontally. Now, as far as handles versus blades on which side, there are really no specific rules. However, displaying certain features like the belt loops or specific decorations could be your main determining factor on which side you're going to display the handle as compared to the blade. So that's pretty much it for displaying Chinese swords in general. Now, I do want to add a couple of specific things that came from my teacher and how we had swords and blades displayed in our school. I do need to make a disclaimer that this could be very particular to the style that I'm from or just simply the school itself. So there may be some other rules in your school or your style particularly. So mainly when you would have, say, a polearm, you want to make sure that the blade edge points towards the entrance. Now, this could be simply to have that repelling the bad energy or being attacking to it, that representation, or it creates uniformity as well as a safe way of removing the weapon when multiple people are taking out multiple weapons at the same time. Now, the other thing that you want to watch out for is if you're going to hang a blade, pay attention to what's underneath it. So you don't want to hang a blade over a doorway or over a picture of somebody because it represents the sword cutting them or whoever's underneath it. So to keep whoever's walking in your door, keep those relationships strong, you don't want to have a sword over the door, and having a picture of another person in the martial arts or your kung fu master or your teacher is very disrespectful because it shows that you're chopping your teacher. But more or less, those are the main specifics. All right, I know you want to do it, so go run free in the comment section and make sure to hit the like button while you're down there. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.